This passage is a rebuke to everyone who thinks the hope of the church is found in political, governmental power. I would entitle this next section we're going to look at in John, the otherworldly kingdom. This is John 18, verses 33 through 38. So Pilate entered his headquarters again and called Jesus and said to him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "Do you say this of your own accord, or did others say it to you about me?" Pilate answered, "Am I a Jew? Your own nation and the chief priests have delivered you over to me. What have you done?" Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would have been fighting, that I might not be delivered over to the Jews. But my kingdom is not from this world." Then Pilate said to him, "So you are a king?" Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this purpose I was born, and for this purpose I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth listens to my voice." Pilate said, "What is the truth?" Well, if you listened to what Jesus says as he stands before Pilate, this passage is a rebuke to everyone who thinks the hope of the church is found in political, governmental power. Jesus is standing before a rather confused Pilate, because Pilate has no model of kingship or kingdom that is not earthly, physical, and political. And Jesus says, "My kingdom's not like that." Now think about this. If human government were our hope, now and forever, Jesus would never have had to come. Yes, Jesus is king. In fact, he is the King of Kings. But he's not the kind of king that Pilate was thinking about. Remember John 6? After Jesus had fed that large multitude from a boy's lunch, the crowd searched to make him a king, and he hid from them, because they wanted an earthly king, but that was not the purpose of his incarnation. Between his birth and the final resurrection at the end, his kingship and kingdom is spiritual. Now you may be thinking, what does it mean that his kingdom is not of this world? What is his kingdom? Well, here it is. His kingdom is the grace of his rescue and protection of his hearts. His kingdom is his convicting, empowering, and transforming rule of his Spirit who lives in you. His kingdom is his commands which guard and direct you. His kingdom is his church to instruct, encourage, and protect you. His kingdom is his work to which he called you. His kingdom is his sovereign rule over all things on your behalf. His kingdom is the inexhaustible resources of his love, grace, and mercy. His kingdom is that supply to you of everything you need to be what he has chosen you to be and to do what he's called you to do. You see, when you come to Christ, you become a citizen of another kingdom. It's not like the kingdom of this world. And so this invisible kingdom of his reign and rule, delivering to us everything we need, will finally culminate in an earthly, real kingdom where Jesus reigns forever and ever in peace and righteousness, where sin and suffering will be no more. So we live with the kingdom not of this world until that moment when the kingdom will explode into this world in eternal peace and righteousness. There is a king. He suffered and died so you could be a citizen in his kingdom. So you would know his rule on your behalf, his grace for your living, His instruction, the fellowship of His church, and the inexhaustible resources of His love, there is a King. He is the King of Kings, and He rules on your behalf in power and glory, right here, right now.